Hello everyone, welcome to MathKnack channel. In today's video, we are learning different types of fractions. As we know, there are 7 types of fractions: proper fractions, improper fractions, mixed fractions, unit fractions, like fractions, unlike fractions, and equivalent fractions. Let us learn each of these one by one. First, proper fractions. Fractions in which the numerator is less than the denominator are called proper fractions. The value of a proper fraction is always less than 1. For example, as we see in these examples, the numerator is less than its denominator. Let us learn how to represent a proper fraction on a number line. A proper fraction has a value between 0 and 1. Let us represent 1/4 on a number line. To represent a fraction 1/4 on a number line, we first look at the denominator. This number tells us the number of parts the interval between 0 and 1 is to be divided into. Here, the denominator is 4. Thus, we divide the segments joining 0 and 1 into 4 equal parts. The numerator tells us where we place the dot or the mark to represent the given fraction. Here, the numerator is 1. Thus, we represent 1/4 on the first marking. Now, let us move on to improper fractions. An improper fraction is a type of fraction where the numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator. Numerically, they are always equal to or greater than 1. Let us look at these examples. As we see, the numerator is greater than the denominator in each of these examples. Mixed fractions. A mixed fraction is a fraction that is written as a combination of a whole number and a proper fraction. As we see, 2 is the whole number and 1/7 is the fraction form. It is a simplified form of an improper fraction. Let's look at some examples. We can say 4 2 by 3 and 5 7 by 10 are mixed fractions. Let's move on to unit fractions. Unit fractions are fractions where the numerator is 1 and the denominator is any positive integer. Here, the name unit refers to one part of a whole. As we see, all these fractions are unit fractions having 1 as the numerator. Like fractions. Like fractions are fractions that have the same denominator, or we can say that the group of 2 or more fractions that have the exact same denominator are called like fractions. As we see in the examples, 1/4, 2/4 and 3/4 have the same denominator, which is 4. Unlike fractions, as the name itself says that they are unlike. In other words, the fractions which are having different denominators are called unlike fractions. For example, 1 by 2, 2 by 3 and 3 by 4 are unlike fractions because their denominators 2, 3 and 4 are different. Finally, equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions are fractions that have different numerator and denominator but represents the same value. These pictures represent the same value or portion even though they may look different. As we see, 1 by 2 is equals to 2 by 4, which is equals to 3 by 6. You can find equivalent fractions by multiplying or dividing the numerator and the denominator by the same non-zero number. Thank you for watching this video. To learn operations on each types of fractions and conversions of fractions, please subscribe and follow MathKnack channel. You can find the link in the description below.